On today's show,
It's party time in Philadelphia as the Sixers finally get a win.
find out which player is known as Bean Burrito in a new game called NBA Nicknames.
And John Wall shimmies his way onto the meme team.
It's Thursday, December 4th. The starters starts now.
Good evening, sweet world. Welcome to the starters. Whether you're joining us live online, listening to the podcast, or catching us on NBA TV, we're very, very happy to have you. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, it's Tass Mellis.
Sixers got to win. Maybe we'll finally have a good show.
To my right, the starters blog editor, Trey Kirby.
Hey!
And finally, it's the Aussie. It's Lee Ellis.
Girls.
Hey.
Lee, Tass said it. The Sixers gotta win! Yes, party time here on the starter set. Very happy for them managing to avoid. Yeah, okay. We really need Sir Foster for this episode. Bring him back.
Out by a day.
The Sixers beat the Wolves. It wasn't pretty, but they managed to avoid tying the record at least for most consecutive losses to start a season. And when I say it wasn't pretty, I'm not kidding here. This is how the game started. They tipped it. They played about 15 seconds, and then they realized, oh, we're going the wrong way.
Whoops.
Turn it around. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Really made a difference.
Philly got fouled on that first play. They were going to the line.
I know.
Imagine if they lost.
Oh, the controversy
Wow.
that we would have. There, again, Philly turned the ball over 18 times. They shot 5 of 24 from 3. They won this thing somehow, 85-77, shooting 39% from the floor. Look, we're having some fun at their expense. Congratulations to those kids on getting a win there. But, yeah, again, pretty
Rather
pretty
than
ugly.
say they won, I think they just didn't lose.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Worst part about having to watch that game was having to watch the Timberwolves as well. You know you're getting bad with the 76ers, but the Timberwolves just added to it.
So 0-82 is off the table. So now we can start wondering if the Sixers can avoid becoming the worst team in NBA history. There's a quick look at that. The five, I should say, teams that have done it before, starting as bad as this current Sixers team. And the record is 9-73 over an 82-game season. That, to me, is a much more dubious record to have
definitely.
than really the start to the, the consecutive losses to start a season.
Yeah, I mean, teams can have injuries and just get off to a slow start. But yeah, over the course of 82 games, you hope you find some rhythm and some momentum to at least string together double digits victory. But it's going to be tough for this team, that's for sure.
Well, the Mavs in 93-94 started 2-39, and they still didn't have the worst record ever. So there's some hope for the Sixers team. And there's some news after this game. The Sixers released every player that helped them win. Because they don't want to win basketball games. They're all released. All jokes aside. But no, actually, that was all serious. But let's talk about their future just for a quick second. Because what they have to bank on is 4 guys that they've drafted over the last couple of years. Nerlens Noel, Michael Carter-Williams, Joel Embiid, and Dario Saric. 2 of those 4 guys aren't playing. One isn't even on this continent. He's playing over in Europe, Dario Saric is. And we look at these guys picked between 3 and 12. The Sixers own their 2015 and 2016 first-round picks, so those picks are going to be closer to the 3 range. You'd think that this team is going to finish with the worst record overall. Would end up being, between 1 and 4. To add to those guys, that's what this team, this franchise, this fan base is looking forward to. 6 guys, within the 1 to 13 pick range.
And the good thing, I guess, about being so bad this year is at least guys get to play and get some experience. They're going to have some rotation guys like KJ McDaniel seems like a player. Tony Roten can be a backup. Henry Sims is not horrible. Like, these are guys who get to develop that wouldn't be playing on a real basketball team.
My question looking at those guys drafted and of the eventual picks is, are any one of those guys a cornerstone for a franchise?
Yeah, that's
can
the
you
question.
Can you do it with 4 or 5 really good players, but no super elite player? Because there is no, it's not like the Sonic/Thunder sort of luck there of getting your Durant and your Westbrook and your Ibaka. Maybe those guys,
and I think
eventually,
that's
but it
the
doesn't
hope,
feel like
right?
it.
Is that Embiid was going to be the #1 pick until people found out of his injury problems. Kind of the same thing with Nerlens Noel. He could have been a #1 pick, and if you can really build a defense around 2 guys who are super tall and can jump, how are you going to score at the rim if those guys ever progress and learn how to play in the NBA?
There's hope.
Yeah.
There's hope that those 2 guys are cornerstones, plus their picks, and Dario Saric has been making some moves. Michael Carter-Williams, I think we sort of know at this point that he's not going to be a superstar at his age,
Right.
despite winning Rookie of the Year. But can he be a complimentary player?
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just how those other guys develop. Because
Yeah.
the thing is with Embiid, when he comes back, a guy after a knee injury, you don't think it's like someone like Durant just coming back from a little sore toe or whatever he had. It's going to take him time to learn the game, for his body to develop, and to learn the game
And
himself.
they don't want to be incredible this year or next year because they have their picks.
That's
A
right.
couple of years down the
They
road.
want to keep stockpiling those picks. Absolutely, there. We'll see. Well, let's go from one game that was sort of unbearable to watch to a very, very entertaining game. It was between the Mavs and the Bucks. This one went right down to the wire, trading shot for shot. But in the end, it was just a little too much. You know, I'm going to let Dirk explain what too much is.
I got too much Monte.
That's right, Dirk. It was too much Ellis down the stretch. Though, in the final 90 seconds of this game, Monte, time after time, was getting the big bucket. Dirk was actually sitting this one out because of precautionary back spasms.
Yeah.
So it was sort of left to Monte Ellis. I mean, look, stop and pop there. And then the granddaddy of them all, the game winner. And look, we can get right into it. Whether or not this was a travel, it sure looked like a lot of steps to me, but a bonkers game winner nonetheless. Mavs win. And for the fourth game, I guess, feels like in a row, Ellis really carrying this squad.
Yeah, to be fair to the referees, if you look at it in real time, I don't think they could have clearly and definitely made the travel call.
I agree.
When you look back at the replay, it's
tight.
It is very tight.
We debated in the office before the show here. We had guys standing up and going through the motions and trying to count the steps.
Yeah.
I mean, we argued about this for 30 minutes.
Because you see him switch feet, that to me looks like a travel, but again, it's just not clear.
That's where I disagree with you, Lee. That looks like a travel. Whether or not it is, it
I don't
just
know.
straight up looks like one to me, and I'm surprised they didn't call it. But they probably didn't call it because of the situation of the game.
Yeah, and the definition of a gather is pretty vague. It's just a gather, and there's no definition of if the guy's spinning, does that count as 2 steps while he's spinning? It's really confusing. I don't know. On a shot like that where it's really that cool, I'm fine with it not being a travel because it's fun to talk about.
The question is, can you change direction after you plant your foot? Because he changed direction entirely. I mean, it's sort of like a Euro step where you're going full on one way and then you kind of stop and go 2 different directions because he's going straight ahead. Live, I thought, oh, he stopped.
1, 2, 3.
Nah,
It's because
that's
he plants
three
both
guys.
feet. He plants both feet and then he lifts both.
Yeah.
But he's spinning, he's gathering at the same
Let's
time.
Let's hear what people
gather
think.
1, 2.
Yeah, it's a
That's
gather
fine by
1,
me.
2. It's a
Yeah,
gather
But
1,
classic
2.
gather
See what I
1,
mean?
2.
See what I mean? We
It's
could do
tough.
another 30 minutes arguing about this. It seems like Trey and Tass don't think it's a travel. Lee and I
It's
leaning
one of
towards
those
a
that
travel.
rarely you see ones that you're live, you think, oh, that's a travel, and then you look at it in slow-mo, and you're like, oh, no, that's not a travel. Usually it's the other way around.
Again, let's hear what people think. Jump on Twitter, #TheStarters. Did Monte travel or not? Too many steps should be the new song from Dirk. But look, this is Ellis's 6th game winner in his career. The guy has shown time and time again he can hit crazy shots like this. Whether it was a travel or not, he really has a way of just finding the bottom of the net in a very close game. It started back in his Warriors days, and it's traveled with him to throughout the teams. Remember this one? This one's actually somewhat
crazy.
similar to the one last night.
Grant Hill is right in his face, too.
With the spinning portion, didn't look like he traveled on that one. And then this almost 2 years to the day, where he beats the
It's
Rockets.
every part of the rim.
And then, one more, just last 2013, I should say, December 7, 2013, against the Blazers. Again, he gets that 1 foot up there. Guy's pretty impressive.
Clutch.
And has been amazing over the last little while.
Yeah,
for the Mavs team.
I think it's clear one thing that Monte does have it all, or he has it all in terms of his talent. He's reined it all in, and he is basically peaking at this point because this was the Monte that everyone wanted through his Golden State Warriors days, and he had a couple good Golden State Warriors years.
Yeah.
But now he's just a little more disciplined and
the
basically
efficiency.
their leader in a way.
He took 35 shots against the Bulls. I don't know if he's necessarily disciplined, but he can score and he can
if
get
it's
a
efficient, then it
shot,
doesn't
and
matter.
that's a skill. If you can get a shot up in the last 2 seconds, no matter who's guarding you, that's a skill that not a lot of guys have.
You see the Terry's on over this 4-game road trip for the Mavs. I mean, putting up big numbers, yes, putting up a lot of shots, but his 2 years with the Mavs, he's been much more efficient than before with his career there. And we used to think he was sort of detrimental to a team. And he sure is beneficial to this squad. And now we got to start asking, is Monte Ellis a deserving All-Star this season?
Well, I think if you look at this is the guards that I think are going to make it. Kobe and Curry are going to start. Then you've got James Harden, Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard, Tony Parker, Russell Westbrook are still in it. I don't know if he's going to get in over those guys. Russell Westbrook maybe not because obviously the injuries. I think it's going to be still very tough for him.
Coaches remember things like
I
this,
know,
though.
I know.
The clutch points. He leads the
know.
league right now in clutch points in terms of like very close games with the margin very tight. Coaches tend to lean towards that stuff on a winning squad.
But even though Dirk says that Monte Ellis is our all-star, Dirk Nowitzki is still having an incredible year, and maybe Dirk just wants a weekend off and just wants to ship Monte there. But the fact is, voting doesn't start until December 11th. The league pushed back the voting a month, so we got to wait it out. We got to wait another week before
Maybe he'll get the start. Who
making our
knows?
picks.
It's too much Monte. How many votes? How many votes will Monte get? All right, lots more still to come on the show. When we return, we're going to answer a few more questions that you guys sent in with the mailbox. Like, at what point does one stop holding out hope for certain players and/or teams? We'll explain when we come back. You're watching The Starters.
Oh look, there's mail. We got mail. Woohoo!
Back to The Starters. Yes, we have mail. You guys are awesome. Keep sending them in. thestarters@nba.com. First question, guys. Teams are about a quarter of the way through the season. At what point do you guys stop holding out hope for players and/or teams? For instance, Austin Rivers, the Hornets, maybe a dominant Cavs team, and so on. That email comes from Travis. What do you think?
Let's talk about the Cavs for a sec, because their defense is struggling. Their offense is fine, but I want to talk about their defense. And I want to go back to the Miami Heat last year, because everyone sort of points to the Cleveland Cavaliers and says, oh, they have a lack of an interior rim protector. Well, it starts on the perimeter. It starts with a guy like Mario Chalmers, whose only obligation is to play defense, basically, and then just hang out on the offensive end. And once he gets broken down, then everything behind him gets broken down. So I think that's what the Cavs are sort of lacking. They're lacking a guy on the perimeter to start that defense. And then once a bad team gets broken down on the perimeter, well, then,
then if you don't have your rim protector.
Yeah, you don't have a rim protector, and then the rim protector is sort of, and listen, they're getting better.
Yeah.
And they're sort of a middle-of-the-road team defensively, but I think that's the only spot they're going to be in this year. And I think they may go look to get a guy at the 2 spot who can sort of take over that Chalmers-type role and just be that first-line defense. And Irving is getting better at that.
Yeah.
But I think just sort of the makeup of this team, including Bosch, in that sort of Kevin Love role where he is underrated. He was fantastic last year. I think those 2 elements make it for a bad defense.
And look, 15 to 20 games still in. That is too early.
Yeah.
So there's no reason this team won't be dominant, but thanks for sending in that email. Travis, next question. Guys, I read recently in a Zach Lowe piece on Grantland that Lance Stevenson steals his teammates' rebounds. Stevenson said that if he's stealing rebounds, then his teammates aren't going after them hard enough. What do you guys think? Is Lance thiefing? That's from Sonny.
I have been on high alert as well, Sonny. So I watched the Bulls-Hornets game yesterday just to see what Lance was up to. You see Lance almost grabbing a board from Al Jefferson, who has 3 less per game than last year's lowest total in almost a decade. You see him going after every board, and as Lance told Zach Lowe, well, if I'm getting them, then they're not going hard enough. But as you can see here, he really goes after him. And on this play, this is entirely different. Zach also wrote about him hot dogging and taking some bad shots. That being said, Lance had a great game.
Yeah.
He took an incredibly terrible shot in that instance at the end of the game. That's what you get with Lance.
Yeah,
some
the
good,
hot dogging,
some
he
bad.
Does steal the rebounds, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think
He
that
does.
is hard
He
to
does.
criticise for a guy who's going after the
Same
rebounds.
here.
Because that's what coaches say, like, go and get the rebound. And that's been a big problem for the Charlotte Hornets.
Big guys hate it, though.
I know.
Big
I
guys
never
do hate
hated
it.
it. Al Jefferson
Yeah,
is
I
going to
know.
hate it, and that sets your team back if
Yeah.
if your teammates are mad at you for taking their boards.
Multiple times, basically 2 or 3 times, he had the ball in his hands, and so did a big,
Yeah,
and they kind of had to grapple for it.
I understand that, but at the same time, you want guys fighting over rebounds rather than guys staying back and say, you get it, I'm going to start running the fast
It's
break.
not really team building, though. Rumor has it that stealing rebounds has been added to his 2K15 players.
Oh, interesting.
New category.
Can't wait to try that out. All right, one more question here, guys. I was checking out Basketball Reference yesterday, and I saw that Brandon Jennings' nickname was listed as the Pterodactyl. Am I the only one who has never heard of this? Turns out there are a bunch of nicknames on the site that I've never heard of. Am I out of touch, or is someone messing with us? That's from Casey, also coming by way of Detroit. He's got a point, right?
Yeah, I went into the Basketball Reference database. I looked at every single player who has played a game, and there are some hilarious nicknames. So I will give you guys the nickname Basketball Reference has listed. You're going to try and guess the player.
Oh, we got a
It's
game.
going to be
Okay, all right, I like
impossible.
this, I like
First nickname, the Buffet of Goodness.
Oh, a large man?
It's
I mean,
Forrest
it's
Dior?
no, good Good guess. He's played on a few teams. He wears number 8. He joined his most recent team this season. They do wear blue and white. That's a
Maurice
on the
Spates.
fun- No, sorry. It is, of course, Channing Frye of the Orlando Magic. You know, buffet of goodness, as we
yeah.
all call him.
Nice.
Anyways, moving on.
And by the way, not anyone can jump on Basketball Reference and put that
No,
nickname
these
in.
have
Yeah.
to have come from somewhere.
Okay, next
This
one.
is a nickname I have heard 2 or 3 times before, but this man has been surpassed with another nickname. They used to call him Bean Burrito.
Yeah.
Nicky?
Nick
Swaggy
Young.
P, isn't it?
Swaggy
Yeah.
P.
Swaggy P, you
Yeah.
can tell by the hair. He's
The
got a great
hair,
curls.
the purple and gold.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite nickname right here is Chocolate Rain.
What a
Who could
great
this
nickname.
be? Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate rain.
He's a
Sean
shooter, you
Yeah.
know, that's where the rain comes from.
Bradley
He's bounced
Beal?
around
No,
quite a
not
few
Bradley
times.
Beal, no.
His haircut is
Marcel
certainly
Webster.
notable this year, but I don't think you're going to get it. Anyways, Chocolate Rain. That's Anthony Morrow of the Orlando of the Thunder.
Yeah, these-
Moving on, this is another great one. The Hobbits.
Oh, I know this.
Oh, Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
right. I don't know, maybe he likes The Hobbit. Maybe he has hairy feet. Who knows what it is. Another Lord of the Rings nickname. This time, Frodo. And I do think this fits this guy better. However, he got it back when he had longer hair. No doubt about it.
Omer Ashik?
No, not bad.
JJ Barea?
Close. People think he's one of the better backup point guards in the league for a time.
Luke Ridnour.
That's right.
Luke Frodo.
Luke Frodo Ridnour.
Maybe one.
There's another classic for you. Big Drizzle.
Big Drizzle.
Dre,
That's a
someone-
good nickname.
It's not bad, right? I mean, he gets wet. He once won a beard growing contest. He was famous for
He
the
gets
duck
wet?
tail.
What is he-
You know, he's got a wet jumper.
rain a
That's
lot?
where the
Oh,
big drizzle
James
comes
Harden?
from. No. It's, of course, Drew Gooden
Oh.
of the Washington Wizards. Drew
He had,
Gooden.
he had
They're
a
so fake.
patch of hair on the
Yeah,
back.
exactly right. This is a great one.
Reverse soul
Big
pack.
Penguin. This one you can figure out if you've ever followed this guy on Vine. He dresses up in a penguin costume sometimes. He's humongous.
Brent Barry?
No,
that's
he
not
does
good.
love a
Big giraffe.
costume. He once dated a Disney Channel star, but they broke
Andre
up.
Drummond?
Drummond.
That's
Oh,
right, Big Penguin.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Andre Drummond.
All right. NBA nicknames. So I'm sure there are many more. We could do a whole other
Let's
round of
hope
this
those all
sometime.
catch on. Big
All right.
Drizzle in particular.
Big drizzle. All right, when we come back, how high can John Wall's shimmy get him on the meme team? We'll find out when we return. Hope Antoine Walker's. Back with the starters. Every Thursday, we scour the internet to bring you the meme team, our favorite weird and wacky moments from the past 7 days. It's basically like the dream team, except better, I would argue. So let's get to the starting 5.
At number 5, an incredible video bomb by the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan and Matt Barnes orbiting Blake during his post-game interview. I think the only thing which would have made it better was with Big Baby Davis was the planet in the middle. The guy circling him would have made sense.
That's right. At number 4, Jazz rookie Dante Exum shows his skills aren't just with the basketball,
nice.
kicking in an Australian football from very long range.
Swish bomb.
And that is a swish
It is a
bomb.
swish
What a
bomb, that's right.
shot! Unbelievable stuff. Yes, we saw it, we caught it. It's gonna turn around and let us know in 1 sec. Yeah, we got it on camera. We got
Got you, Dante. At number 3, Damian Lillard hits a bucket and check Robin Lopez on his back. Nice little clap for his teammate.
Yes,
Chilling.
sir. Well played, sir.
Yes.
I'm gonna unrelax for a second because that was that good. Take my hands from behind my head and give you a
Yeah,
clap.
he's just daydreaming there. All right, at number 2, Carlos Boozer just wants a hug, guys. And he's gonna wait for a hug.
Wait for it.
Like,
for it.
I
Wait
guess
for it.
Karan Butler must be the most huggable guy in the league because
Could be,
Kobe
even
embraces
tied.
them forever.
Yeah, it's a great
And then
point.
Boozer gets one.
There we
He
go.
doesn't get much of a hug, though.
And the number 1 play on the meme team, John Wall goes down, hits the 4-point play, and then he pulls out the shimmy. Well done.
Delighted to be shimmying.
But keep working on it, Grasshopper, and soon you will become the master of the shimmy, Antoine Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah, the king of the shimmy.
Who did it better? Who did it better?
No, look at the facial.
John's happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Antoine face sells
cool,
it
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
We should ask Mark Jackson.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, he's the real king of the shimmy there. Let's go back to that Dante Exum kick because Lee, we were wondering just how difficult this was.
Very difficult.
Now we don't have the space here in the studio for you to be kicking a full court shot,
Right.
Because you'd break something for sure. But we did have you earlier give it a go from the 3-point line. Laughed. It was difficult.
It is very difficult, yeah.
Getting the range, getting the range though.
Yeah.
Looked pretty good. Okay, you're straight. You're not bad
I'm
straight
getting
wise.
closer. Oh, that's a.
Okay, that killed.
That's
the
out of bounds on the
yeah.
full.
And you got a little mini ball here too.
Oh, tried to bank it in on that one. yeah.
Right? Yeah, going glass.
Danny, Audio Danny, doing a great job, by the way.
Ooh, that would look good. That would
Come
look
on, Lee.
good. Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah, you did this for a while.
I know.
I was a little too excited. Amazing stuff.
I can't believe I made it. I cannot believe that.
Well, you
Same,
had about 100 kicks for practice.
That's all right. You can have 100 kicks.
Yeah.
No, you said you weren't going to
Gauntlet
practice.
thrown.
Hey, well done. Well done. I'll remember the day when I saw you kick a tiny little Aussie football into the net, Lee. I'll remember the day. I'll tell my children about it.
Great.
I will. All right, let's unleash the unicorn. Let's get to the starters. Fantasy Minute. Little boy. Fantasy lines of the night. Nod to Teletovic. Went for 26. He had 15 boards and 5 threes. Oh, it's the big penguin. Andre Drummond, 27-14. He had 4 steals and 5 blocks, but we're giving it to Kyle Lowry with the Raps, really stepping up, picking up the scoring slack without DeMar DeRozan. Went for 39 points. He had 4 threes, perfect from the line, 9 of 9, 5 boards, 4 assists, and a steal in a Raptors win. And he really is, again, stepping up here with DeRozan down. And I say, to the King of the North!
The King of the North!
To the King of the North, gentlemen, to the King of the North.
Fetch me more wine.
I don't know what
All
I'm
right.
doing right now.
Be careful.
We
Bring your mugs.
gotta take one more break. Yeah, we don't have a lot of these mugs, you're right. When we return, the worst pick'em payoff night in recent memory and Lee's very solid place. Come on back. Welcome back to the starters.
Uh-oh.
Not a good night.
Not a lot of green.
Not a good night for Tass. Only one green check mark there. Tass did call the Sixers. Congrats on that.
What a pick.
I am the Sixers. Suddenly, 0-5 last night. Tass 1-4, so he gains a game on me. He's 6-8. I'm 5-9.
Gotta get Sir Foster back for January.
Oh boy. So here's tonight's picks. Nothing's going to change because we all agree on these games. It looks so easy. It really does.
I get you.
We got the Cavs. in New
Revenge
York.
game right there.
We got the Blazers at home to the Pacers, and we got the Warriors, the very hot, of course, Warriors at home to the Pelicans. So
TNT doubleheader.
We'll see how we do. Yeah, should be fun. A couple of those. Let's get to Lee though for the very solid play of the night. Is it you kicking a tiny Aussie football?
No, it should be. It should be.
Enough bounce passes.
Just before we get to it, first off, quick shout out to everyone who sends me in a suggestion. I see them, I appreciate them all. On to the solid play. We're going to Utah and we're going to see the Raptors in action again. Because all you got to do is move that ball, fizz it around the perimeter, and you're going to get a good look. In this case, it's Terrence Ross for the
Swish ball.
That's right, that's right.
Oh,
So
what
move
about that
ball.
pass there? What
I
about
know.
this pass from
It's
Lowry
not
to the King of the
greatest.
North?
It doesn't matter because he makes good on it, Terrence
Yeah,
Ross.
nice.
And that's what I call a very solid play.
Very solid. Very solid indeed, Lee. Thank you so much. And yeah, thanks to everyone helping him out there on Twitter. He needs all the
Appreciate
help
it.
he can get, guys.
More shout-outs, the better.
That's
More
right.
shout-outs, the better.
Speaking of shout-outs, tweet of the week. That's on tomorrow's show. The
World
podcast.
record number of shout-outs on Twitter the week.
Really?
Wow.
Really? Okay, so subscribe to the show on iTunes if you haven't done so already. We drop that on Friday mornings. It's called The Drop. Yeah, we have tweet of the week, worst of the week, pun gun, a whole lot. Every NBA topic you can imagine, so it'll be a lot of fun. And we'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern here on the network.
Thank you so much for joining us today, folks. And remember, the most convenient convenience stores are open 24 hours. That was his 200th attempt.
Hey,
He
come
deserved
on.
0 high five. Lee, you can't practice. Oh, I'm just going to go stand there for a little bit, take a look at the
Embrace the night, people. Yeah!